Hello, it is World Wide Web Wednesday, March 27th, 2019. It is nearly the end of March, folks. That's the end of the first quarter of the year. Can you believe it? How time is flying by. 3/4 of the year left to make this a fantastic year. So, by the way, I've been mentioning that the 2-year anniversary of my recording a new daily Facebook Live video every single day it's coming up soon. I did check yesterday finally, and I realized it's already passed. I think it was March, around the middle of March, March 13th or so. I was speaking to someone on my team about what we're doing with the blog posts and other content that I have, and I glanced at it, and I was like, oh, look at that, passed by the 2-year anniversary. So we are now officially into year 3 of my recording a new Facebook Live video every single day. Let's see how it goes. George is here. Good seeing you. So structured data markup. First of all, what is structured data? Well, first of all, what the heck, structured data, what's the point of that? Well, it's World Wide Web, right? So this has to do with your website. More importantly, it has to do with how your websites show up on the search engines. Search engines love structured data markup. First of all, just about everybody loves structured data as opposed to unstructured, messy data. So structured data takes a lot of forms. For business owners, there are certain things that you're going to have on your website that, of course, the data is structured. Like, say you have an article. Well, of course, there's a title, there's an author, there's a date of publication, and if you do it right, you use structured data markup. That means you get your SEO person or your SEO team, and of course, I mean, please, you know the saying, don't try this at home. Hopefully, you are not doing your own search engine optimization. I don't know if I said that. I might have just said SEO. It stands for search engine optimization. It means optimizing your website, making your website function and formatted properly so that the search engines love it and they move it up to the top of the results. So structured data shows up. Now you'll see this if you do a search on any of the search engines. You type something in and up comes within the list. It's not just a list of words. You're going to see little snippets. So little pieces of an article, little pieces of videos. You're going to see if you search for your company, your business, or any business, you're going to see along the right hand the, what do they call it, the graph box, or I forget what they call it technically. It's very technical, this stuff. So hopefully you're not doing it yourself. I'm just putting this out there so you can make sure that, just ask and make sure, hey, are you using structured data markup on my site? At least your SEO person or team will have a little respect for you, might watch their back and think, wait a minute, I can't just snow this guy over or this gal over. She really knows what she's talking about here. I better actually do what I said I would do. And especially if you're hiring somebody, and if you're like me or anybody else, I'm sure you get 5 or 10 emails every single day from people all over the world claiming they're experts and getting your search engine to rank and blah, 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 blah. And of course, one of the questions, I mean, I wouldn't respond to any of those people, but one of the questions, you want to make sure how well somebody uses structured data markup, how good they are at it. The technical terms, one of the places they're listed, the most popular one is called schema.org. So another name for this is schema. It's the scheme. It's the organization of your website. So you search for your business, and along the right-hand side, you should see this box, which again, I think it's called a graph box. You know, all this has technical names, but it can say things in there. Now, Google, by the way, is pretty smart about this stuff in the search engine. They're pretty smart about pulling out the name of the business and the location of the business. They can pull out the hours of the business, when the business was founded, what's the Twitter, Facebook, LinkedIn links that have to do with the business, any kind of articles or videos or any of that structured content that the business has on its website. But please, don't just rely on that. Don't just rely on the fact that, well, search engines pull this stuff out. They got the spiders, they crawl, they whatever. Make it easy for them, because that's what the search engines like, and use the structured data markup. Markup means the terms in the code behind the scenes of your website that tells the search engines this is the date the company was founded. This is the location of the business. These are the hours of the business. These are the types of payments that we accept. If you have articles, it's going to have all that good stuff about the date of publication and the description and the title and the author. If you have videos, you're going to have the name and the title of the video, the description of the video, the length of the video. So you'll see all this kind of stuff pop up in the search engine results. If you have products, if you're selling products on your website, very important that you use the structured data. You have your SEO person use the structured data markup, because each product's going to have a title, a description, a SKU, can have all kinds of books, can have ISBN numbers. Like, there's all kinds of things, that information that you want to put in there with the right formatting. Now, by the way, big mistake is to get someone who doesn't really know what they're doing, or they're sloppy about it and they do it wrong. You can get penalized. So now Google looks and says, oh man, that was done in a sloppy way or a spammy way, and forget it. We're not only are they not ranking the search engine higher now, they're ranking it lower or not at all. It might not be able to find, put in Google jail, as it's called, or Google slap, as they called it. So again, don't try this at home, but make sure your website behind the scenes is using structured data markup. Get that information to your SEO team or your SEO person. And by all means, I hope you're using SEO, and I hope you have a website, and I hope you have a team of people that are helping that website not only look good and proper on the outside, customer, client, prospect facing, but for the search engines on the inside, the code behind the scenes. That's what structured data markup is all about. Hope you're using it in your business. Any questions, comments, concerns, leave them in a comment below. I always reply when appropriate. That's it for World Wide Web Wednesday. Hope you use this tip. Make a lot of money from it. And, oh, by the way, and Benji is here. Great seeing you, Benji. The reason I put in the description why this is especially important for local businesses, and even why I'm talking about it at all right now, it's been around for years, probably almost 8 or 10 years by now. But here's the thing. It's starting to, people are really getting the hang of this thing, and it's starting to really catch on. And anytime anything catches on, gets a lot more competitive. So it's likely, and in years past, it was so easy to rank very high up in the search engines for a local business, because almost none of them were doing anything right as far as the search engines were concerned, and anyone doing anything right at all was ranking way at the top. But as more and more business owners get smart about this and start making sure their SEO team is putting structured data markup on their website, well, now you absolutely have to have it on there, or else you're falling way by the website. So it's been around a while, but the reason I'm talking about it, absolute must. Speaking of an absolute must, you must be back here tomorrow. Just kidding. I hope you're here tomorrow. On Throwback Thursday, I'll share something from out of the past, and we'll have fun with it, and I'll likely share a business lesson from it as well. Hope you will join me then. Thanks for being here today. Over and out.